What is going on, guys? We are live with some Phantasy Star Online. We got 3 players so far. We got Dingo and we got Laws. Hopefully you can get one more for a full team. We do have level 99 and 143, so we should be good for Ultimate today. Assuming we can get one more player that it qualifies for Ultimate. Hello to everyone in the chats. Lawrence and James and Sonic. Gonna join today, Sonic? I'm coming if there's space for a scrub. Sure, James. Sure. A lot of languages going on in this lobby. Like French and Spanish. No one knows what to speak. You just gotta speak emoticon. It's a universal language. Ah, join us, James. That's fine. Ruin my plans for Ultimate. That's perfectly fine. Now we can play Ultimate anytime, pretty much. Sonic can't join today. I am sad now. We're not going to go very fast today without Sonic. It's going to be a slow day. There's James. We got to get him up to ultimate level. He's too much of a noob. Now we're good, James. You're almost up to very hard. 11 levels to go. Alright, let's do it. Let's get James all that XP. So, cool thing I figured out today. I have no idea how I did not know this previously, but YouTube has a Twitch-like raid feature. It's called a live redirect. It's in the stream settings. You can actually redirect your stream, everyone in your stream, to another live stream after yours finishes, which is very cool. I'm gonna have to try that out sometime. I would try it out today, but I don't know anyone else that's streaming at the moment. Maybe there'll be somebody streaming by the time I end this stream. It's a very cool feature on Twitch, so kind of stoked to see it over here. A lot of things. I have a lot of scape dolls. With the die grinder in the bank. Careful what you redirect us to, nothing dodgy. Yeah, I'm gonna redirect you to the 24/7 Rickroll livestream. Let's see. Pause it. Die grinder. There we go. Cleared a tiny bit of room in my inventory. Alright, let's warm up. One thing I'm guessing YouTube doesn't do with the live redirect is actually tell the person that's streaming that someone redirected to them. Like with Twitch, it would say someone is raiding. I'm guessing YouTube isn't going to say anything. They're just gonna all of a sudden show a bunch of new viewers on their live stream. But I guess the viewers can do that. Say something in the chat. I am doing fantastic, James. A wonderful Saturday. I wanted to watch more of your Buggy Heat live stream, or TNN Motorsports Hardcore Heat, as it's known over here. Very long name, very long sponsored name, but it's more hardcore than Buggy Heat. But yeah, I didn't have time earlier. I just caught the end of it. All the people in the chat have a swirl but me. You can get one, Sonic. Can't believe I finished the game in 90 minutes. Yeah, it's not a very long game. Not a very long game at all. I like it though. It's a fun little racer. It has a lot of personality. I like how all of the racers have their own voice and profiles and whatnot. What is it with putting hardcore and extreme in game titles over there? Because we're hardcore and extreme over here in the US. Or North America, I should say. Canada's pretty extreme as well. I started the stream with trademarked. What's going on, guys? Oh, you can't use that, James. Oh, you credited me. Okay, well, that's okay then. You gotta pay me royalties, though. How do I get the swirl? You need to become a member, Sonic. There should be a button below the stream. It says join. The chat bot comes up every once in a while and posts a link as well. Well, yes and no, James. I am part Canadian, about 25%. 25% French Canadian. I do not live in Canada, though. I've been to Canada many times, though. Used to spend quite a bit of time there. The swirls pay to win. Pretty much. But everyone wants to be a winner. Hey, large man. Hello, Yuki. I know you don't live there, just a tinge of the accent. Well, I don't know if I have an accent. If you say I do. I mean, I wasn't born in Canada, so I shouldn't have an accent. But maybe I do, you never know. Passed down through the lineage. Did not know that. Looking for the join button on a phone, can't see it. Yeah, I'm not sure where it is on mobile. I know on desktop it's right below the video. You can wait for the chatbot to come up with a link. It mentions it every once in a while. Wait, who are we missing here? What happened to Dingo? We lost Dingo. Probably went on Gundam. Yeah, I'm sure. Got eaten by the boomers. Sad. Alright, did we clear everything out? Nope, we haven't been here yet. Out, it's when you say out. Yeah, maybe. I don't know what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about, James. So it's the wrong kind of Canadian, though. I'm Quebec Canadian. I was going to say, I didn't think French Canadian liked my idol. Who, Justin Bieber? Bieber's not French Canadian. And there's the link for you, Sonic. The Ultimate Dreamcast Club. Jacques Villeneuve. Not heard of him. Let me guess, he's a race car driver. Alright, I think we've cleared out the forest. Yes, from 1937. I know you so well, James. Still don't know what happened to Dingo. Dingo has vanished into the Twilight Zone. Dingos tend to do that. They run free. Very true. Any word on a new Dreamcast game coming online soon? Nope. No words. No words. Things are happening, but no words. Fishmail next, yeah. Gotta have that fishmail. I'm also kind of interested in how the tournament system in Sega Marine Fishing worked as well. Because you had online tournaments as well. I don't know if it's like the other games where you just have, you know, a web page to go to and then you upload scores, or if it's completely different. Definitely up for some fishing tournaments. How do I get you guys on my friends? You gotta add the guild cards on the Silverant website on your account page. I haven't added any myself in a very long time. When I first signed up, I did add a few, which is why I occasionally get someone popping up on the screen. I have Bob and a couple others. I'll have to update that. Thank you, James. Did I not already have your guild card? I'll send you mine in case you don't have it. Let's see, where is that? It's under chat. Guild card. My card. Send. There you go, James. Send it to Laws too. Everyone can have my guild card. Sure can. You get a guild card, you get a guild card, check under your seat, you get a guild card. And I still gotta shorten that chatbot message a bit. I tried to shorten it a bit today, and only still makes it into a second message. Gotta remove more characters and words, letters. Starting to think Dingo may have been eaten by a baby. A baby ate my dingo. Been playing too much God of War, I keep trying to roll away. No. There's no dodge and roll in this game. You can run. See, if we ever kill the dragon permanently, we can probably get some DNA from the mosquitoes that come from the plant. Make our own dragon island. Oh, by the way, speaking of... Well, I wasn't really speaking of Jurassic Park, but kind of referencing it. Speaking of Jurassic Park, your video clip that you requested yesterday, James, it got copyright claimed. I had no idea that was an actual song. Need to look up the full thing now. To be fair, Shu's request, or one of Shu's requests, got claimed as well. The Outrigger video. Apparently the music in the Outrigger trailer is copyrighted. How dare you, Laz? Oh, you didn't even know that was a song, James? Yeah, it was claimed by some Australian music studio, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, it said something Australia. That's the original music that comes out of Australia. Just pay for a license. Yeah. If I was to license any song, it would be Party All the Time. It's the only song I need. Hello, Panos. Hello, Pearl. Although I can use the karaoke version of Party All the Time. Doesn't have all the lyrics though. Takes care of that problem. Ooh, level up. Nice. James is at level 30. Milestone. Will Laws get to 100 today? Did I give up on Mach and X? No, I have not given up. Technically, I can't give up because I've already beaten the game. Not on stream, but I have beaten it. So I don't anticipate giving up, considering I've already beaten it before. Well, we would normally do a quest now, but since we lost a team member, we'll wait until we have a full team again. Could buy another scape doll, but I think I have plenty. I have 4 scape dolls. I don't use them very often, unless we play Ultimate. Boss run if we get 4. TTF, you mean? Sure. I mean, we'll probably do TTF anyway. Coco Ball next week. Yeah, the big tournament next week. Alright. I guess we'll just, actually, we could go to the mine. Yeah, let's do mine. Skip the cave. Go right to mine. Yeah, because if I remember right, we did cave last week. So we gotta mix things up. I mean, technically we do all of the areas every week, since we usually play TTF every week. But I mean the whole thing. Not just the shortened TTF version. I actually think it's been quite a while since we played just straight up mines. Perspective Horizons yesterday, nice. Yeah, it's a very, very cool quest if you want something different. Because normally you just play the regular few areas over and over again. What's going on, James? You went to the forest again? We'll wait for you, James. We'll wait for you. How long until gold swirl time? You're within a month, James. Within a month. Don't know exactly how many days. Oh, there's a mag here. I should probably grab that, because I was going to try and make a new mag. Can't wait to see what extra special prize I get for being a 2-year subscriber. Yeah, you get a gold swirl. Is that not enough, James? The gold swirl is everything you could ever want. You will have the admiration of all your peers and your enemies. Maybe I should do something like what YouTube does for the 100,000 and 1 million subscribers. Send you a plaque. Send you a plaque with a real gold swirl on it. 24 karat, of course. Better stream on that day and I get to pick the game. I mean, technically you can request games anyway, James. I'm pretty sure I've played your request before. I will play Spirit of Speed just for you, James. Actually, didn't you request that before? I think you're the reason that I played Spirit of Speed on a previous stream, if I recall correctly. Probably. Sounds like something you would do. Oh, Outrigger Guy's back in the chat. Hey, Outrigger Guy. Not really. The Dreamcast Junkyard stream poll goes up on Twitter, and everyone always seems to pick the best game. Kitaretsu Boys Gone Lost. Although, Spirit of Speed won, so... But James likes Spirit of Speed. Yes, we know, James. We know. Then that last poll that went up was Buggy Heats, Zusar or Vassar, and Moho. So you got Buggy Heat, which was most likely the best game out of all of those. Although I have not played Zusar Vassar. I know I have seen the Classic Game Room review of that, and supposedly he didn't like it, which is very unusual. Mark seems to like pretty much every game. I do want that game, though. It looks really cool. I want Moho as well. It's Wild. Wild is good. I like Wild. Oh, it's not extreme? Is it hardcore? It's gotta at least be hardcore. I think the Zusar Vassar is going for a fairly pretty penny these days, I believe. I haven't looked up prices in a while, but pretty sure last time I looked it up, it was going for a pretty high price. Next indie game must include Cigar Owl. Totally agree. The only thing hardcore about Buggy Heat is the Girth 2000 car. Yeah, we'll start a change.org petition. Put Cigar Owl on the next Dreamcast indie game. Because those petitions always work. Yeah. Cigar Owl for Smash Bros. I seriously want a character from Ooga Booga in Smash Brothers. I don't own Smash Bros, but I'd buy it if they put Ooga Booga characters in it. Either that or boars in Rocket League. I take that too. We are still living in 1999. Well, 2001, to be more specific. PSO version 2 didn't come out through 2001, so... If you lived in 1999, you'd be missing out on a lot of good Dreamcast games. ...2002 in PAL territories. Oh. Well, I mean, you can always import, right? Oh, by the way, Laws, I baked a cake on the off chance that you get to level 100 today. Oh, to be honest, I always have a cake ready. For any occasion. Whatever cake you want it to be, James. It's an imagination cake. No, it's an imagination cake. I remember the ads. We all play games. Why don't we play together? Yeah. Why don't we play together? Can't do the voice. There we go. Be a bit more evasive now. I've been doing some canceled game research lately, specifically into the games that were rumored to come from Ion Storm, because IGN posted an article back in the day that said Ion Storm was planning on porting a few other games, including Daikatana, Deus Ex, and what was the other one? Acronox, I think it's called, something like that. I think I'm getting the name wrong, but yeah, apparently someone from Ion Storm said that they might port those games over. But that is about as far as they got. I actually recently talked to the president, or former president, from Ion Storm, and he said that was never in the cards. So at some point, someone said maybe, and IGN just kind of ran with it. So that's unfortunate. Some good games, too. Deus Ex would have been really cool. I've actually never played the original Deus Ex, but I played the last two games in the series. It's really good. It reminds me a lot of Shadowrun. Kind of that combination of tech and... well, actually it's more just tech with Deus Ex, not really any magic. But it's the same sort of atmosphere. But the games could have easily been ported over, I think. At least Daikatana and Acronox. I still think I'm getting that wrong. But both of those used the Quake 2 engine, which was on the Dreamcast in the form of Soldier of Fortune. It was the only game on the Dreamcast, I believe, that used the Quake 2 engine. But Deus Ex used the Unreal Engine. I believe the original Unreal Engine. And I don't believe any games on the Dreamcast used that, other than Unreal Tournament, of course. Why would they cancel? Well, they didn't really cancel, per se, because they never really planned on it in the first place. I have actually talked to people about Grand Theft Auto 3, Panos. They passed on the Dreamcast, according to the person I talked to, because they believed it wasn't powerful enough for their vision of the game, so they waited for PS2. That's what he told me. Which was the right call. No, it wasn't the right call, James. It would have been better on Dreamcast. A Cruisin' Exotica port was talked about in the official Dreamcast magazine UK. I was devastated that it didn't materialize. Love that series so much. I haven't really looked into that one. Cruisin' series was by Midway, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. Midway had a lot of canceled games for Dreamcast. They had another a football game that was similar to NFL Blitz that they canceled. They had a racing game, kind of a futuristic racing game, I forget the name of it. Quite a few others. Nope, not as far as I know, Panos. They never actually started anything on Dreamcast. They probably got to the planning stages for GTA 3, but they just evaluated that it wasn't powerful enough to do what they wanted to do, so they just decided to wait. Yeah, quite a few cancelled games have been found. GTA 3 is not going to be one of them, though. It was only mentioned once in the magazine, their 2001 games preview, not sure if it was a mistake. Yeah, I find looking through lists of cancelled Dreamcast games, most of them have no evidence at all that they were ever in development for Dreamcast. A lot like with the Ion Storm games, sometimes the developers, or just one person from the development studio, will say something like, yeah, maybe we'll consider it. And then news outlets just kind of run with it and say, oh yeah, it's definitely coming to Dreamcast. I was looking at a few recently that the only evidence I could find that they were ever headed to Dreamcast was one mention in a Russian magazine. A Russian video game magazine lists Dreamcast as one of the platforms for the game. They don't actually go into any detail. It just lists it as a platform. That's the only reason those games are on the list. So I wouldn't exactly call that a reliable source. There's one that was in a Polish magazine as well. I kinda doubt they got the inside scoop on those games. Back then we believed everything in the magazine. Yeah, well, you know, the magazines will print anything to get you to buy them. Half-Life 3 coming to Dreamcast. Magazines are clickbaits. The original clickbait. Where are all my gold tokens at? No more gold tokens. Clickbait with a free cheat book. Best magazines came with a VHS. Get free cheat books in the US, or was that a UK thing? I don't know, I never really got into video game magazines all that much. Not until later, anyway. I remember the PlayStation magazine always came with a demo disc. I'm sure there were cheats in the books as well. And James is dead. You need that revive cheat code now. Game Genie cheat book. I love that tiny little Game Genie cheat book. It's so cute. With the cheat phone lines. Those cost money. They're too expensive. What happened to the producer of Take the Bullet on Twitter? He promised to bump the final build of the game. Don't know, he's a busy guy, apparently, so hopefully he'll get around to it at some point. We got a picture of it we can stare at in the meantime. Disappointed the beta build of the game doesn't have an online mode. It has an online multiplayer option in the menu, but sadly it does not work. It's kind of funny, I never really read video game magazines back in the day. But now I really like them. Not new ones, old ones. I occasionally go on eBay and buy old video game magazines. And I really enjoy reading through those. It's a good way to find out about games you've never heard of. I have a lot of GamePros. Yeah, I have a lot of GamePro magazines. That's one of the main ones that I have. I bought most of the GamePro magazines from around when the Dreamcast was released. So I have 1999, a couple 98s, I think, and some 2000 ones, maybe 2001. Games Master, I've not heard of that one. Guessing that was probably a UK thing. Most recently, I bought some old Commodore magazines. Those are definitely the oldest ones I have. Official Commodore magazine and one other one. I forget what the other one is. I actually haven't read through them yet. I bought them a while ago. Haven't gotten a chance to read through them. Yeah, that is a good place to find canceled Dreamcast games. I think there are a few that are mentioned in the GamePro magazines. Oh, your first computer was a C64. Nice. When you were 6 or 7. Just a wee lad. Oh, we don't have 4 players yet. But, I guess we'll just do a TTF anyway. Wait, Crispy's online. Why is Crispy online in his own game? He is level 98. He is perfectly able to join. Doesn't want to join us. Get Crispy here. How am I gonna get him here? Should I kidnap him and drag him in here? Cyberbullying him into it. Yeah. And Basic was my, well, a version of Basic was my first programming language. Later version by Microsoft, the Visual Basic. Yep, I guess we're gonna do a quest. Should we do TTF or TTF++? Take your pick. 1 dragon or 2 dragons? Laws says regular. Not plus. No. Hello, Jason. I had them all. Consoles since very long. Odyssey 2, first computer, C64 brown. Not the white one. Yeah, I don't like the C64C. I don't like the look of it. It's too modern. I have the original brown bread box. Much prefer the look of that one. The 64C looks very 90s. Even though I don't think it actually came out in the 90s. It was late 80s. Got a Game Gear for Christmas a few years later. Don't think I went back to it. Game Gear's awesome. Full color display. Speaking of Game Gear, I actually found a reasonably priced replacement screen for it. I think they just released it last year, end of last year. It's called the Magic Screen, and I might actually pick that up. It looks really good, and it looks like it's a lot easier to install than the McWill screen that came out a few years ago. That thing looks like an absolute headache to install. About 1,000,000 different wires you have to solder, and you have to perfectly align it. Which looks like a pain in the neck, because you don't know if it's aligned correctly until you put everything back together. I watched a video of someone installing it. It was a very long video. This one looks a lot cleaner and a lot easier to install. So I might grab that. Because as much as I love the Game Gear, the screen is terrible. It's so hard to look at it these days. It is color, though. I do like the 1541 2 drive. Yeah, I have that one. I did have the original disk drive previously, but man, that thing is huge. The 1541 2 is a lot smaller, a lot nicer. So I have an original C64 and I have the second version of the drive. About the C64 Maxi and the new C65 yet to put together. That doesn't really interest me that much. I like original stuff. I'd much rather play around with the original than a remake. I like that authentic feel. Plus, you can't use any of the original accessories with it. No disc drives, no joysticks. I mean, you can use a modern joystick, of course. No koala pad. I also have the smart home system for the C64. I forget what it's called now. It's slipping my mind. But yeah, you have these boxes that you plug into the wall, and you have a receiver unit type of thing that you plug into the C64, and you can control lights and outlets and a whole bunch of cool stuff. Very ahead of its time. Oh yeah, I have aerial assault. I don't have axe battler. I do have aerial assault. I have quite a few Dreamcast. Yeah, I have a lot of Dreamcast games. I have a lot of Game Gear games as well. I don't have a lot of them complete. I do have the boxes for some of them, but it's kind of hard to find complete Game Gear games these days, since they were just cardboard boxes. I have 2 TV tuners. And yeah, as a kid I found those things extremely cool as well. Ever since I saw one advertised on this this poster I had, I wanted it. Unfortunately, the some of the plastic inside of the TV tuner for the actual tuner part is disintegrated in most of the TV tuners now. So you can't actually change the channel anymore, which is a real bummer. Yay for plastic. Yeah, so unfortunately, while both of my TV tuners work, the tuner doesn't work. If that makes any sense. They're tuners that can't tune. Yeah, analog TV is no longer a thing here anyway. So it doesn't matter too much. You can still use the AV input on it. Technically, you could make your own TV channel. Yeah. Laws read my own mind. You read my mind. Yeah, make your own TV station. I actually think there was a YouTube video on that. Someone did that. Yeah, I have a video on that, James. Have you not seen that? I played Dreamcast on a Game Gear, I have a video where I play Wii on a Game Gear, and I have a video where I play PS3 on a Game Gear. Because I'm crazy like that. The Wii is probably the craziest of all of them. Considering you have to stand a decent amount away from the Game Gear when you're swinging that Wii remote. Google it, James. Or YouTube it. I don't have time to post links. Dreamcast Junkyard 24/7 analog TV channel. Yeah, let's make it happen. We'll do a Kickstarter to buy the towers for it. Imagine the Wii TV sensor on top of the Game Gear with the TV tuner plugged in. Well, I didn't put the sensor on top of the Game Gear. Sensor was on top of the TV. That was behind the Game Gear. Now, I'll see if I can grab a link to that and play it on the stream. I'll request it. Let's see. Game Gear Wii. Oh, it's too long. I don't know if any of them are shorter than that. Okay, I might be able to do Dreamcast on a Game Gear. Hold on, guys. I'll be back with you on PSO shortly here. Request is on cooldown for 24 seconds. Stupid Cloudbot. You can't lock me out. I'm the master of this domain. Been 24 seconds yet? Who do you think you are? I am. There we go. Added it to the queue. This is a very old video. There. Look at that old intro. Very old intro.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to play your Dreamcast games on your Sega Game Gear? Probably not, but I'm going to show you anyway. I just thought I'd make this quick video because I thought this was kind of cool. Basically what I've done is I've plugged the Dreamcast into the Game Gear TV tuner. For those of you who don't know, there is an AV input on the TV tuner which allows you to plug in stuff like, say, a DVD player, a VCR, or something like that. But you need a special cable to do it. Basically what the cable is an AV cable on one side. This technically isn't an AV cable, this is a component cable, but you can use this too because it's just basically 3 wires. You just have to figure out which color's which. But anyway, the other end of the cable has a 3.5mm, which is normally an audio jack, say like what headphones have on them. But this one is for audio and video. So I've plugged the other end into the AV input on the TV tuner. Now obviously I can't plug the Dreamcast directly into the end of the AV cable. So what I need to do is use a coupler, which basically allows you to plug 2 AV cables into each other. So I put a coupler in between the Dreamcast, which is on this side, and the Game Gear on this side. So that's basically the setup. That's how it gets from the Dreamcast into the Game Gear. So basically,
these videos are sometimes hard to watch. My early videos,
pretty cool.
I was not so good at the commentary.
Be able to actually control the game using the controls on the Game Gear. So I will be using an actual Dreamcast controller. But I thought I'd do a quick demonstration of this. Thought it was pretty neat. And so let's start up the Dreamcast here. I put in quite a familiar game. I'm sure most of you have played this before. And as you can see, works perfectly. And the video quality is actually not too bad. And from that screen, I'm pretty sure you already know what this game is. This is Soul Calibur. Alright, so I'll just do a quick round here. I'm sure you don't want to watch me play this for very long, especially since I'll be playing with one hand since I have the camera in my other hand. Sorry if the video quality isn't extremely great, but at least you can basically make out what's going on.
Versus Rock. Battle 1, fight!
See if I can win this battle with one hand. Ow. And no, definitely no. But anyway, you get the idea. I just thought this was kind of neat. Not particularly practical, but you could actually use it as a portable TV if you wanted to, which is kind of cool. But anyway, this has been a quick demonstration of the Dreamcast playing on the Game Gear. If you like this video, please comment, rate, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
And there you go. That is my Dreamcast on a Game Gear video. Very old video. Thank you, James. I don't know why I go in here. There's nothing in here. So feel free to watch the other videos in that series later on if you'd like. Including Wii on a Game Gear and PlayStation 3 on a Game Gear. That OLED screen is amazing. Yeah, that good old Game Gear OLED. Hello, Otaku. Welcome to the stream. That wasn't actually live, by the way. For anyone just joining, I was just playing one of my old videos. I would have to be really talented to be doing all of that and playing PSO at the same time. Alright, we've made it to Volopt. Progress is being made. Finally got myself a Sega Saturn, nice. Saturn is an excellent system. Pick up Fighters Mega Mix if you haven't already. Best game on the Saturn. Burning Rangers. More like burning money. Because that's what you need to do to get it. You know, Burning Rangers has a PSO link. Oh, really? Tell us about that, James. Share with us your knowledge. Hey, got another level up. Actually, James leveled up 2 more times. Didn't even notice last time. Nice. Burning Rangers was conceived as an online game for 4 players, but then became a single-player game when the team faced network problems. I'm not sure I believe that, James. I'm not sure I believe that. Namely because the Saturn only supported 2-player games on the netlink. Where are you getting this info? Polygon interviews. Who did they interview? I need sources, James. Burning Rangers doesn't seem to have much in common with PSO, as far as the gameplay is concerned. Burning Rangers was about firefighters, wasn't it? Yuji Naka. He's a liar. Can't trust anything he says. I think it was more of a concept of playing groups cooperatively. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. But like I said, they never actually, as far as I know, none of the netlink or I guess they called it in Japan, the X-Band, none of those games supported more than 2 players. So it's kind of the 4-player co-op thing that kind of throws me off. I mean, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they never actually did it, because they couldn't pull off 4 players. That would make sense, I suppose. In that interview, he also says there's a playable version of GTA 3 on Dreamcast. Don't be pulling my chain, James. I talked to the developer from Rockstar. He says no such thing exists. My contacts do not lie. Very reliable contacts. I also read somewhere that the reason there's no jump in PSO is because of latency / sync of online gaming. Interesting. Although I wouldn't think jump would really go very well in PSO anyway. Most RPGs don't have jump. I don't think I can actually think of one that does. Obviously, things like turn-based RPGs don't. Although, maybe Super Mario RPG had jump in it? Not sure. But it's pretty unusual for RPGs to have a jumping mechanic. Usually if you're gonna jump in an RPG, they do it as a cutscene. Or a part of the game that you can't actually control. Hello, Mark. Good evening. Sonic team decided not to add jumping to keep the level simple and simplify the network code. I mean, it does make sense because obviously you got less data that needs to be transferred between players if you're only sending the if you're only sending one location on the ground rather than up and down as well. I believe X and Y coordinates would be the correct terminology. Z would be up, if I'm not mistaken. X and Y. No Z. And James is dead. Now I'm trying to think if there are any online games on the Dreamcast that have jumping. Yeah, Quake 3 Arena does. That's right. And Unreal Tournament. And Outrigger as well. Pretty much all the first-person shooters. And Gundam. Ooga Booga doesn't have jumping in it, James. Ooh, he was just about to mirror me. Is everyone alive? Oh, I think someone's dead. I think Laws might have been dead. I didn't notice. Oh, it was James that was dead. Well, sorry, James. No XP for you. Never once survived this boss. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Kind of hard at a low level. I might have actually read that interview. That's a fairly old interview, isn't it, James? I think I vaguely remember reading that a few years back. I'll head to the shop real quick, and then we will conclude our game. Tried to get online with Dreamcast last night. 2 lights finally came up but couldn't connect. I think it might be my ISP. Well, if you can't connect and you get a no dial tone when you get 2 lights, that means your line voltage inducer isn't working. Assuming you have one. You won't be able to dial without one. No, I don't want to cancel. No, I want money. Talk to this guy first. A rank? We didn't get an S rank. I blame James. James died too many times. Good games. Good games. Use a broadband adapter. Well, the broadband adapter does not support many games. You can play 23. Was it 23? I keep forgetting if it's 23 or 24 games we got online now. The broadband adapter, you can only play 4 games. So not really worth the very expensive price that you have to pay to get one these days. I'm lucky to have one, but I'm actually using one right now. But I don't use it very often. DreamPie most of the time. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for the live stream for today. So thanks for joining, thanks for playing. I will be back either... I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's game is NBA. NBA, either NBA 2K1 or 2K2. Or Game Night UK tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll stream that, because I don't know if I will be available tomorrow. But on Wednesday I should be back for some more Mach and X. So look forward to one of those two, or both of those things, depending on which ones I stream. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.